Hi guys, welcome to Mr. versus Mrs. LoGrasso versus LoGrasso. Right here on Vince Russo's The Brand and Big Vito Brand Audio. I am the Mrs. part, I am Noel. He is the Mr. part, he is Big Vito. And as you can see, he's not only handsome, but I'm still in Pennsylvania and he's still in Florida. And we are convening here to hopefully entertain, the 5 or 6 of you that watch the show. How are you doing today, Vito? How are you doing today, Vito?
Racked, stacked, jacked, ready to go. Why are you in a rush? Why can't I take my time to answer my questions, even though I won the poll again?
Oh, really? You're just going to blare out you won the poll? Well, let me tell you something, sir. You didn't win by that much. And I don't think everybody voted.
It was the slaughter.
You lost. No, it wasn't. It was 47.7 to 52.3. It's literally like one vote in between.
Literally, I whooped your ass again.
You didn't whoop my ass. It was like one vote.
Oh, my God. You lost. You lost.
All right,
loser.
So big effing deal. I lost. What do you want from me, huh? Why do you keep flexing? Nobody wants to see that. Put it away. Put it away. Nobody wants to see that. You look dark. Do you have your circle light on?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Just checking. You look a little dark. So yeah, Vito, you won this week.
Again?
Yeah, you won 2 in a row. Don't savor the flavor there, buddy, because it's only going to be 2 in a row, all right? That's it. 2 in a row. That's what you got. 2 in a row. I still love you, but, you're a dork. What can I say? 2 in a row, you win, whatever. Whatever. I don't think you're going to win this week.
I don't know. Listen, I know you're looking good, but how do I look this week? I mean, I've been doing different stuff, my face and everything. Beards all trimmed down.
You're handsome. You said, what did you say I look like?
Oh, you look beautiful, honey.
Good. I've been laying around the house all day drinking margaritas and watching Harry Potter.
Okay, shows.
Oh, it shows? Yeah, well, we do what we can. We do what we can over here.
So being that I won the poll again, being champion and everything.
What? What are you the champion of?
Polls.
I've won like 400 polls, and all of a sudden you win 2 in a row, and you're the champion.
Hold on a second. Can we get this straight, right? It's not what you did last year. It's what have you done lately? You're losing.
Guys, you're letting me down. You let me down. You're letting this ego run wild over here because I keep losing. I don't get it. I don't think you're going to win this week's poll.
I've been saying my prayers, taking my vitamins, going to the gym. Looking good. Yeah.
Did you just do your Macho Man voice? Did you just do your Macho Man voice on the podcast? Really? Really? All right. All right for you. Boy, it's warm in this house over here.
That's because I'm bringing the heat, baby. Oh, yes, the Macho Man.
Well, guys, he's starting again. Please, I can't.
Thinking. Yeah.
So, guys, I thought I would you're such a dork. I'm trying to think what you're doing the Macho Man voice. I thought I would let everybody know that this week my test results came in, and they actually came in good for a change. So thank you, everybody. Oh, yeah, a small prayer. Thank you for everybody that said, clap, a small prayer for me. I appreciate everybody that did that. So that's good news. Vito, you've been by yourself. I've been babysitting all week, which is going to lead in really to the topic. But
you have been having such a good time being home with your family. Stop bullshitting us.
I babysat all week. That's what I did. I babysat our nephew Morty all week long, and then I came over here to hang out.
Watching the Amish play in the fields.
I have been. They were playing in the fields, the little Amish people. No, my sister's house, I love it. It's a beautiful house. It's a beautiful community, but it's getting a little creepy over there, and we're going to need to include this we're going to have to take a vote this week about this creepiness. Now, I showed you, and I put it on TikTok. If you go over to TikTok at the Big Vito Brand, and I'll put it here in the video. We'll take a little break here, and we'll put it on. I'm over at my sister's house, right? And I'm playing with Snapchat with our nephew Morty. He loves the Snapchat. All kids love Snapchat. So we're using the filters that make the characters and things dance, and you put them in the room and they dance. And we had a Harry Potter one on because he loves Harry Potter, and he's got a Harry Potter room and all that stuff. And he has this big stuffed Harry Potter with a big head, right? And I have the filter going. Nothing is around this Harry Potter. Hold on a second, babe. Talks amongst yourselves.
Anyway, there was this Harry Potter thing. E-I-E-I-O.
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
I apologize. I've had asthma all week since I've been here. So there's this Harry Potter doll. And me and my nephew are watching the little thing dance on it. And all of a sudden, this Harry Potter doll with nothing around it, nowhere to go, starts moving by itself. It doesn't have any mechanical things. It's a stuffed animal. This thing literally turns its head. Vito, I think my sister's house is haunted. I think my sister's house has ghosts in it. It's haunted, and they have possessed Harry Potter. Do you think that I'm out of my mind?
No, I mean, I got to tell you, you know, like when things like that happen, it's just like this week, right? I'm in a deep sleep, and all of a sudden I hear a knock at the door. I bolt up and I look up. So me being me, I get up and I get up, I look out, I go outside the bedroom, I look, I check the door, so nobody's in here. I said, must have been a ghost again. It was either my mother, I was dreaming about my mother and father, so yeah, that'd be one of them.
Now here's the thing, like I totally believe that we have spirits around us that are to us, like total examples. Your mother is definitely around you all the time. She has turned lights on and off. She has done things like that. But do you believe in, and this is going to be the vote, do you believe that you can purchase a house and the house is haunted? Like, I know you believe there's spirits that are with you and your mother's with you. And I believe, you know, there's spirits with me and my grandfather's with me and things like that. But do you believe you can buy a random haunted house? Because I think my sister bought a random haunted house. Do you think the spirits are just attached to you? I think you can buy into a haunted house. I think something bad can happen in the house and it's hanging over the house. So that's going to be this week's vote. Now, Vito, do you believe a house can be haunted? Without having an attachment to you?
Kind of like on the fence. You know what I mean? I'm on the fence. You know why? Because the place that I work at there's a legendary thing about that place where you actually do hear screaming and yelling and carpenters carpenting in the place.
See, now that's scary. So you're on the fence. So the vote is literally going to have to be a 3-prong vote this week. I'm a yes. You're a maybe. And then we're going to have a third vote that's
definitely no. So I'm a maybe. So it's a yes, a maybe, and a no.
Yeah, so there's a definitely no. So let's get into this a little bit. So let's talk haunted things and haunted spaces and places. Now, the place that you work, I actually looked up. Do you remember this?
Yes.
When it started getting weird over there. And it used to be some really weird church where a lot of weird stuff went on in this church out where Vito works in somewhere in Central Florida. We're not going to say where. And it used to be a church, and the leader of the church ended up dying, but he had gotten all kinds of trouble with the law, and all kinds of weird stuff surrounded this church. Now, they've transformed this church into assisted living where everybody knows that Vito works. That's creepy. I lived in a house where I didn't believe in ghosts until I lived in this house in my 20s, where all kinds of stuff happened. Pictures fell off walls. The shower curtain used to open up with nobody behind the shower curtain. Like really weird stuff. I hear all the time of places where you can go, where you can, like, Gettysburg. Like, I told you the story. I told everybody the story on the old podcast about me and Devin Sturgis going through Gettysburg and that really creepy spot with all the, like, weird shit that happened to us in the middle of the night on the way back from Virginia. And I don't know. Have you ever had any, like, major ghost experiences in a place other than at work, like, as you travel? Because you've been all over the world.
I do have experiences where my mother passed away when I was 19, and there have been times where I feel her sitting on the bed, or she'll be in the room, or I can see a silhouette of her, or she's there and she's sitting on the bed, and as soon as I open my eyes, she's gone.
And to be honest, like, Vito is 100% truthful, because I felt her sit on our bed. The bed goes down on the side, and if you open your eyes, it goes back up. Numerous times by sleeping next to Vito, I've had that happen, especially when you get sick. Like, if you are sick or I'm sick or I'm not feeling good, that's when that happens. It's like she comes to take care of us. You know what I mean?
So, do I believe in ghosts? I wouldn't say ghosts, I'd say spirits. Spirits come to visit.
Now, do you think that, like I was saying, like a place like, okay, let's talk about Lizzie Borden. We've talked about Lizzie Borden before when we did our true crime segment.
Right.
So Lizzie Borden's house now, where her parents, her father and her stepmother were killed, is now a bed and breakfast, and it was just recently sold again. They claim that that place is very haunted, that you can hear noises and screams and somebody's in your room and things like that because something traumatic happened there. Now, do you think that that's a legit thing, that can really, like, happen? Like, it attaches to a place, a spirit?
I think you can. It's just like if somebody puts a bad whammy on you and you can go to a fortune teller and they say, hey, listen, you got some bad juju. You know what I mean? You got some bad hanging over you. Somebody put a malokia on you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it can happen that bad spirits and ghosts can follow you if you do wrong or there's something wrong.
They can attach to you or a location. Or do you want to talk about your experience with that? Because we had a whole thing. I don't know if you like kind of want to put that out there or not, but do you remember?
Yeah, I do now.
You want to put it out there? Oh, because it's kind of a cool story.
Go ahead, tell it. I don't,
You don't care? No, well, you kind of tell it.
Go ahead.
Oh, God. All right. So Vito and I, like, for fun, we stop at these, like, psychic places every once in a while. Like, we go to one on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, or if we see one, we stop off and you get your palm read or whatever. Everyone that we go to says there was something around Vito. Like, legit, they'll point him out and be like, you got something going on. You may want to take care of that, like, all the time. So we had this, like, series of really bad things happening to us. Like, I was in the hospital. Our house was under construction and the construction guy took off and, like, all kinds of stuff like that. Just like this, bang, bang, bang. And Vito said he just felt like something was hanging over him. So we called my aunt, who is a minister, to come over and, because Vito is a Catholic, he's a Christian. So we called her over to kind of discuss, like, he felt like something bad was hanging on him and we had all these problems and stuff. And we discussed it, and she wanted to say a prayer over Vito to kind of, like, clear your soul and kind of, like, whatever.
Yep.
When he did that, all of a sudden this horrible storm came out of nowhere and just insane. Remember how insane it was? The rain and the lightning. You couldn't even see out the windows of the house. It was such a heavy storm. It was so creepy. As soon as she started saying, like, God is here and, like, clear your soul out or whatever, and you felt better after that. And you felt like that was kind of like a cleansing almost,
When the rain comes, you bring in some bad juju. You're getting rid of some storms.
That was some scary shit. Like, that was scary because it was perfectly fine outside. And then out of nowhere, it just was this horrible storm.
You know, guys, sometimes when you live a lifestyle and you do things bad and you got bad things happening all the time, you say, okay, I know I fucked up and I know I did this and I know I did that. And, but when you're trying to, like, for no reason, you're just getting it. You're like, all right, something is wrong. And then when you change your life to where, like, you're doing good things and you're doing the right things, well, this shit goes away. So there is some truth into living a good, clean life.
Yeah, if you make the right choices, and like, we don't talk religion very much, but Vito and I are two very drastically different religions, but they all kind of have the same thing. Good energy. If you're a good person and you do good things, you create good energy, right? I mean, that's essentially Christianity. You're supposed to be a good person. In Buddhism, you're supposed to create good energy. It's the same thing. But I believe you can manifest your own really shitty, bad things, And I definitely believe that spirits have energy and energy can attach to a place, Something has to come from this when it's gone. Do you know what I mean?
I get you.
So I think places like Lizzie Borden's or like the Winchester House. You know about the Winchester House?
Yes.
The Winchester House is the same thing. It's got bad juju in it. They hear construction noises there all the time too. Like something's continually building, like your place, which is what was weird about that. So you're on the fence about haunted houses. I'm thinking my sister's house has definitely got some juju going over there. Thinking about going over and like lighting some sage and doing some prayers, because that was creepy. That was not, I showed it to my mom, who never gets creeped out by shit, and it creeped her out. So guys, we need you to help us decide if you believe a house can be haunted. Is that real or is that fake? Vito's on the fence. I'm a yes. We're going to put no in there for a third choice. And you guys have 5 days to vote. You can catch me over on Twitter at Magic Tea Spiller, where I will have the poll up at noon on Monday. And you'll be able to tell us whether you think a house can actually real life be haunted, or if it's just BS. Or if you guys are on the fence too, like Vito, do you believe it's real? Do you think it's fake? Let us know. Make sure you comment in there. We love when you guys comment. We love to have exchanges with you guys. We love when everybody was commenting this week. Everybody, when they side with you, gotta always go, I'm sorry, Noel. But when they side with me, they just go, oh, Noel is right. Why is that, Vito? They always apologize to me. I am so sorry, Noel. Did they know you're going to pick on me about it for the next 5 days?
I have no idea. All I know is a winner is a winner, is a loser is a loser, baby. It is what it is. It was what it was.
Sir, I am no loser. I am Mrs.
Who's this week? Ho hum.
Really? Is that how we're judging life from now on? Is the wins and losses at Mr. and Mrs. that I now become a loser? I'm a loser, baby.
You're a loser. 2-week loser.
I don't feel like I'm a loser. I may not win everything, but I'm still winning in my heart.
So then, Flat, maybe, do you want to... There you go. Now, see, you're going to be a winner.
Because I flexed my muscles?
I'm telling you, when you flex up and you take care of the hood, you're gonna win.
I take care of the hood. I was rolling around the hometown today, homie.
Did you go by the Ash?
No, I didn't get down to the Ash. I just went. I went all around the other end of town, so I wasn't near Ash. I was towards the other end. We went to your place, Casa Hera, your Mexican place that you love. I got a burrito the size of my head. I didn't eat it all though.
So you brought leftovers home?
No, burritos aren't good when you reheat unless they're from Taco Bell. This was a pretty epic burrito. It was like this big. I tried Chipotle for the first time. Nobody can believe that I was never to Starbucks or Chipotle or any of those places. I never have. So I got Chipotle the other day. My sister brought it home while I was babysitting.
And did you like it?
Yeah, it's okay. I've had good Mexican food, and maybe I'm spoiled because like we have like awesome places in Pennsylvania for Mexican food, like Casa Hera. They opened the new place up the street. That's pretty good. I haven't been there yet, but everybody's been telling me it's amazing. But yeah, like it's fine. I liked Starbucks when I tried it. That was good. I feel like maybe I'm more of a Dunkin' girl, but whatever. Is there any place you've never tried? Like you've been everywhere, eaten everything.
I've tried everything. You know what I mean?
You've tried everything. Have you eaten alligator over at Old
I
Town?
think that the biggest, the happiest time was when we had those 1 pound burgers out in Las Vegas.
Oh, Fat Burger. We went to Fat Burger in Vegas. They were delicious. Oh, hi, Belle. Sorry, the cat's in the shop. She's a little obsessed with me. I don't know why. All animals. It's my Snow White syndrome. Anyway, yeah, Fat Burger is where we went. They had good fries at Fat Burger.
You got the 1 pound burger, baby.
Fat Burger. They opened the White Castle up in Orlando, and you can't even get near that place. It's so busy.
No,
It's like a line to get into there.
I believe it.
I would love to do a video for our Patreon. And if you guys haven't been over on our Patreon, we do a lot of really cool videos over there on Patreon. But we do one called I Was There with Big Vito. And we go do different stuff, fun stuff around the community. We go golfing. We go to Disney. We go to Old Town. We do all kinds of stuff. And I think we should do this thing called Dinner Roulette. Have you played this Dinner Roulette yet?
No.
Our nephew Morton brought this up to me. So apparently you have to do, it's like a rock, paper, scissors thing, or you could pull out of a bag, either or. You pick an appetizer and a drink, a dinner, and a dessert. And you go to different places that either you really like and you never go, or you've never been but you want to try. And you do your whole meal. So there's the drink, and you write them down and you pick them, and then that's that. You have a whole list of what you want to do, and then you do rock, paper, scissors, or you pull out of the hat and see which one wins. There even may be an app from what he said that will pick a winner for you. I think that would be a fun thing to do.
No, probably. It sounds like a good time.
It would be, and you can make it a whole day thing because you could do anywhere. Like you could travel around. What would really be neat is if you did it at Disney Springs or like Universal City Walk, because there's all that stuff there. And I want to go to Voodoo Donuts.
Yeah, I know. You don't know well. I think it's a great idea, once you get to the winner's circle.
Well, you know what? I'll go to the Winner's Circle in Westchester, the restaurant, and go over and have some wings, and then maybe I'll be a winner. What do you think?
Go ahead.
Am I a winner? Am I a winner? I got you.
Baby, you hit the jackpot with that shit.
Oh, really? I hit the jackpot? Why do you flex all the time?
But, I'm working out and stuff,
Vito, what have you been doing while I've been gone? I've been gone now how long? I left in July.
Babe, you only been gone a week.
Has it only been a week?
That's it.
Oh.
Let's not get stupid, okay?
Okay, so I've been gone a week. You know what next week is? You know what next week is?
Yes.
What is next Sunday?
It is Noel Harlow's birthday.
It is my birthday. I'm going to be 32.
31, honey.
31. That's right. I actually really never know how old I am because I've been lying about my age since I was 20. So Vito messes with me and he always tells me I'm way older than I am. And then I have to call a relative because I lie about my age all the time. So
it is sometimes,
And it's not good. I wish you would just tell. So what are you going to do to celebrate my birthday?
I'm going to send you gifts where you are, and this way you can be happy and have something to open.
Are you really going to do that? Because usually you make my birthday like a whole presentation. So I just,
No, you're away for your birthday. I'm going to send you some gifts. You can come home. We'll go out to dinner. You know what I mean? That's it.
I had flight issues is the problem because there's this whole thing going on with the airlines. I was supposed to be home for my birthday, but now I have to stay longer because of the problem with the flying. And we were supposed to go to Hollywood Studios, babe, and I'm a little disappointed because I was going to dress like Princess Leia, and now I can't because I'm in Pennsylvania.
You can always go. You can always go. Right now, guys, with the COVID in Florida right now, things are starting to lock down, and it is starting to be bad here.
Yeah, I was thinking if I was home, we probably wouldn't have been able to go anyway because, my health is not so good. So I mean, I got the vaccination, and guys, it's not a political thing. Nobody's trying to GPS or DNA track you. Oh my God, just get the damn vaccine. Let me tell you something. If you think somebody's following you around, quit carrying one of these damn things.
Guys,
Do you know what I'm saying?
put your masks on. Be courteous to other people. If you're not vaccinated, really think about it, because all you're doing is prolonging the inevitable. We want to go back to being normal again. But if people don't participate in the cure, how are we supposed to be normal?
And the good thing about this whole thing is that the FDA is just about to put their stamp of approval on the vaccine. And everybody that said, well, I won't take anything unless the FDA says it's okay. Well, guess what? Now they're going to say it's okay. So let's get out there. Let's get those vaccines. Let's get America healthy again. They said that this Delta variant is so strong that we won't have any other variants. So if we can beat this and we can all get vaccinated, if you get it, it's like getting the sniffles. There's not going to be any more. We can beat COVID, but we need you guys to get out there and get a vaccine. It's not politics. It's not political. It's nobody's trying to tell you what to do. You're helping your fellow man. Get out there and get vaccinated. V and I got vaccinated. There's nothing wrong with us.
Yeah, nothing wrong with us. And I'm getting ready to go get a flu shot come September.
Yeah, and I'll get my flu shot in September with Vito. And if they tell me I need a COVID booster, I'll go get that too. So, there's no reason not to take care of your fellow people, your fellow countrymen, your fellow humans. Go and get a shot.
Right, guys. That's the way it's got to be. All right, babe, close the show. We gave them enough.
You people have had enough of us. We're going to wrap it up, guys. Remember, go over to my Twitter and vote at Magic, capital T, Spiller. You got 5 days to do that, and then we will come back here next week. Vito, stop your flexing. Randy, Macho Man Savage, I don't have time for this. You distract me. Anyway, go ahead and vote. You got 5 days to do so. We will give you the winner here next week. Vito, knock it off. Make sure you follow us on Patreon. Give us some support. Vito, don't do the thinking man either. I don't have time for your shit. Vito, sit there with your hands down. Anyway, guys, go check out Patreon. Patreon.com/thebigVitoBand. You got MOB, you got Rare Matches, you got I Was There, you got me and Vito when we come on. I'm trying to get Vito to do I Love Viti, but he had a tough week, so he wasn't able to do that. But we're going to try to get to it this week. We're going to talk about some topics there. I have some things to discuss. Remember, go get vaccinated. We are on all social media under the Big Vito brand and all podcast networks in 9 different countries on the Big Vito brand. P.S. to you, Vito, happy anniversary of our podcast. This week was 4 years we've been podcasting, and I'm proud of us. 4 years we've podcasted with the Big Vito brand. We thank you guys for your continued support, continued patronage, your continued participation.
All
and
right,
we'll see you back here next week.
That's a wrap. Everybody, good night. Bye, Bonds. See you later.
Bye, Bonds. Bye, guys. See you next week.